on the box. All right. Go ahead into that camera.
Hi, I'm Jenna Barnett with Millennial Mom on Focus TV, and today we're talking all things millennial moms, and I have some great influential moms here today. Ashley Foltz is here. She is a TV style expert and a fashion blogger, and I'm so excited to hear more about you and how you influence moms and everything that you do while also being a mom.
I know, right? Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to
course.
be here.
Me too. So you are a TV style expert.
Yes.
And a fashion blogger. So tell me a little bit about that and how you got started and what you do.
Yeah, so I started on the other side of the camera actually. I was the fashion producer at E! News for years before I went off on my own, and I sort of saw this change happening in our industry and in the entertainment industry, and influencers were becoming a thing and bloggers were making money, and one of my best friends was making a lot of money doing it. She's a really big blogger, and so she sort of convinced me. She was like, you don't have to go work at this job where you have zero flexibility, and at that time I was already starting to think about having a family too, and I knew that working that job would be so hard to be a mom. So I really wanted to go off on my own, have more creativity, more flexibility, and to obviously be able to start my own family. So I left and started my blog, The Style Editrix. It's been 4 years now. And so yeah, that's been my full-time thing since then. My dream of moving to LA, I'm from Kentucky, was to be on camera. So marrying the two worlds of my editorial background, my journalism degree, working at E, and then also being able to be on camera, you know, it all just kind of fell into place. So I started pitching myself out as an on-camera expert, style expert, since I had the blog and since I was a fashion producer. I sort of felt like I had enough, you know, experience in that world, and that I could speak to any trends, and I could speak to celebrity style, I could speak to everyday girl style, which is what I really love. And so yeah, I just started booking TV. I do local TV in LA, KTLA a couple times a month, and then I've done a ton of national programs too. So that's my real passion in life, but the blog is my everyday creative outlet, so it's really cool.
That's awesome. And you're also obviously a mom to an almost 2-year-old boy.
Yeah.
So how do you juggle like going on TV all the time, keeping up with your blog? I mean, obviously you have to keep up with social media and posting.
Yes.
So how do you do all of that while also having an active toddler?
I mean, that literally makes my head spin just thinking about it, because it is so much, like, you know, juggling it all there's no balance. It's a juggling act constantly, and a lot of times you don't really feel good about what you're doing because you're going so quickly and just trying to get everything done. And for me, I have help 3 days a week, which has been so important because yeah, it really does take a village. My mom actually moved out here from Kentucky when I had Smith 2 years ago, so she's been super helpful. My job is super flexible as well, so you know, whenever I have my nanny there or my mom to help me, I'm able to book shoots, and I'll tell them in advance and we can work the schedule out. And the blog is so interesting because I have been doing it during his nap time since he was born, basically. Social media, I try to just get in here and there, and then at 7:30 on the dot every night when he goes to bed, that's my work time again. So my job literally does not stop. I'm up a lot of times until 11 p.m. getting up posts and linking things, and you know, I'm scheduling shoots with my photographers and talking to brands about different collaborations we can do. So there's so much to do. It's never ending. When you're your own boss, you love it though so much that you're willing to work those extra hours and work those odd hours. And if I want to go take Pilates at 10 a.m. and my nanny's there, then I can do that. You know, I don't have a boss breathing down my neck. Or if I want to go to Italy, I can do that too. So, you know, there's a lot of responsibility that comes with being your own boss, and having a baby at the same time. But I'm also so grateful for that flexibility that I can sort of juggle it all and make it all work and fit it in as much as I can during the 24 hours in a day and get sleep at the same time.
Yeah. Well, it seems like that's a trend with our generation, is we don't want that 9-to-5 job.
No.
We don't want to be taken away from our kids. If we don't want to be, you know, we're able to make our own hours and choose what we want to do.
Totally.
Which I really love that about millennials.
I do too. And I feel like, you know, there was this sort of feeling in past generations especially, to where moms really felt like they didn't have a choice. You know what I mean? They were either stay at home or they were full-time working moms, and I feel like we get the best of both worlds, because I'm going to be able to make every play and every, you know, soccer game or every whatever he's doing, you know, but I also can work and really get, you know, all my creative energy out and really feel like I'm making a difference and bringing in income for my family. So it's not just the man who's doing that, and it's not just me taking care of the baby. It's really like a family sort of thing. It's a juggling act that we're all just doing, and it's awesome.
I love it. So how has your blog changed, or your goals or your mission, since you've had a child?
I think it really makes you so much more focused, because those hours that I do have, which are so limited that I can work, I know that I have to get it all done, and I really, I'm so good about scheduling myself. My calendar in my phone is literally 9 a.m., 10 a.m. Like I put it all down on paper, and I make sure to really have like routines in place and schedules in place so that I can make the most out of my time. And it also allows me to say no to things that I don't want to do, because he is my priority at the end of the day. I'm going to do anything to make sure that he's well taken care of and happy and well adjusted and everything else. So I don't know, I feel like you just have to figure it out in some sort of way. But
absolutely. So what's next for you? What are you currently working on? What's going on?
I am shooting, you know, a bunch of national TV segments for the holidays, which is really cool. So I'm doing a lot of gift guides and a lot of really fun holiday dressing things, which is awesome. That's like my dream come true. And then I'm really focusing on my YouTube channel. Since video is my passion, I'm sort of transitioning the blog to include a lot more video content, because I feel like it's so much more relatable. And I don't know if you're a big Insta story fan.
Oh yeah.
But yes, I feel like I love Insta stories.
It's
right?
Like, it's only going to be there for 24 hours. It doesn't have to be perfect. I love it.
I love it. Instagram is so much pressure. You always have to be pretty and perfect, and everything has to be stylized. On Insta stories, I get to be real. I get to share my real opinions. I get to share products I love and outfits I love and style tips. And it's in the moment. It's not rehearsed. And it's just a really great way to connect with your audience. A much more authentic way, I feel like, because Instagram is so planned out, in my world at least. And everything has to look put together and cohesive, and your feed has to look beautiful, and I don't know, you always have to have makeup on. I never have makeup on in Insta stories. I'm literally going to Pilates and talking about like what's going on in my day, and I love it, and people love it, and they respond to it.
Right.
So that's really my focus. Video, I feel like going forward, brands are super interested in it as well, so I've been pitching a lot of video collabs to brands, and hopefully, it just keeps ramping up and growing my readership for the blog and doing more TV stuff, and hopefully I'll land a show. Like I want to do, you know, some sort of style show sometime soon. So we'll see what happens.
So you do have quite a following on social media. What do you think makes you an influencer? What do you think makes people want to follow your style and your story and all of that?
I know, it's so hard to know. I think authenticity. I think just also having a reason to come see you. So there's so many influencers, as we know. The market is so saturated. On Instagram, everybody's a blogger, everybody's an influencer. And that's great, because it allows so many people to have a voice and to really have a community that they can, you know, share things with and speak to about, especially in the mom world. It's very isolating being a mom, and I think people go to Instagram to really like talk to other moms, and I know I do constantly, and other people really respond to it. I ask them, what was your sleeping schedule like in the beginning days? What did you feed your baby? What was the first toilet, you know, that you did for potty training? You know, all the questions that we want to ask as moms, you can actually do that on Instagram. And I think people come to see me talk about that, and not only just hear me give my advice, but actually bring advice to me, and they can really help me too. So it's all about just like a community and uniting us together as women and supporting each other, and influencing is definitely having an influence on having some sort of like reaction to the other person though. It's making them want to buy that potty that I just featured, or the makeup that I'm using that day, or how I do my hair. They all want to know who my hairstylist is. So that's the sort of influence I feel like I bring to the table, and just sharing my real life and my real recommendations.
Very cool. I love it. So as a mom,
Yeah.
I mean, at least I know my outfit most of the time is like yoga pants, because I'm just running from here to there. I'm trying to get out of the house. I would love to hear what outfits you go to, like when you're just like, I gotta get to, the next Mommy and Me class.
Yes.
I just need to throw something on. I don't have time to like coordinate, like this matches with this. What are your go-to mom outfits that are just easy?
Yeah, you definitely need a few staples. Right now, I'm wearing these leather pants and they're actually amazing. I tailored them so that they would be a little bit cropped so that I could wear them with sneakers if I wanted to and run around with Smith, or that I could wear them with a really cute pair of flats or a little kitten heel, something like that. Comfort is key, obviously, when you're a mom. You can't be running around in high heels everywhere. That's just not practical.
Right, totally.
And who wants to do that?
Even though it looks that way on Instagram.
Yeah, it looks that way, but it's not my everyday life. Again, you'll see me every day on Insta stories going to Pilates in my workout outfit. I tend to go for all black workout attire because it looks a little bit more chic and polished when you are going to have to go to the Mommy and Me afterwards, or to the grocery store, or wherever you're going, and throw on a leather jacket over it when it's a little bit chillier outside.
A good idea.
And go for sneakers that are a dark neutral color as well, because I feel like then you compare those with skinny jeans and be a little bit more sporty on the weekends when you're running around with your family. But high-waisted cropped pants right now are my go-to. I feel like they're super flattering. They're mom jeans,
right?
But they're the cool mom jeans. They're back and better than ever.
Yep.
I usually pair it with a really cute white tee. Everlane has amazing white tees. That's constantly my go-to. And then usually a pair of slides. I have a great black pair of slides with a little floral embroidery. So it looks really put together and like I put thought into it, but it's effortless and super easy. And I really didn't put that much thought into it. A belt is another easy way to look polished with the high waist jeans and the tee and the leather jacket and the slides. And it's simple. You don't have to think about it, and you can just walk out the door.
So it sounds like the staple pieces, like just basics, go for basic.
Yeah.
I love that now it's finally boot weather in LA.
I know. It's the best.
That's always my go-to. That and like a jumpsuit.
Totally. And over-the-knee boots are such an easy way to dress up an outfit too. Any pair of jeans and a sweater, it just makes it that much more fashion forward and polished and cute. So
I love it. Well, thank you so much for being here,
thanks
Ashley.
for having me. It was so much fun.
So much fun chatting with you, and I got some great style tips.
Yay.
So thanks everyone for joining us. I'm Jenna Barnett with Millennial Mom on Focus TV.